Hey, it's Tom, and I wanted to just point out I was doing some research, and one of these just sold on Bring a Trailer, 53,000 miles, and it sold for 12.5. That is crazy. So I got a link below. Check that out and enjoy the video. Hey, it's Tom Gallagher, another edition of the story behind the car, and holy cow, a 1981 Chrysler LeBaron Town Country, and I'm with Powell, and this is his wagon, and what a unique vehicle. Powell, how long have you had it?
I've only had it a couple of months. It's been in the family since 1985.
Okay, and I'm going to walk around while you're telling the story.
This 1981 is the last year for this body style.
Okay.
It is the last year for a V8 rear-wheel drive Woody wagon.
So this has a V8?
Yeah, it's a 318, 5.2.
Oh, that engine is bulletproof.
And it's the year after this, they went to the little K-car LeBaron station wagon.
Yeah.
So this is the final one for the. It's not a big car. This is an intermediate car.
Yes.
So yeah, it's not rare, but it's unusual, which is what I like.
Very unusual.
So this car was, like I said, we've been in the family since 1985.
Oh, DeSalvo.
Yeah.
Down in South
That's
County.
where she bought it. She bought it used from DeSalvo, probably a one-owner used car at that point.
Okay.
And
I interrupted your story.
No, that's okay. No, it's not okay because now I forgot what I was. She bought it in 1985.
Yes.
And this literally one of the little old lady that drives it just around. This was her daily driver, and she took not great care of it, but pretty good care of it.
Yeah.
She didn't put. It's got 116,000 miles on it.
Okay.
So it's not a lot of miles for as old as it is. So after she passed away, she left it to my nephew. This was his grandmother on his mother's side.
Okay.
Which is not really part of my family, but so she left it to him, and it's been sitting in a storage shed for probably at least 5 years now.
Okay.
And he was maybe going to do something, maybe not. He couldn't decide what he wanted to do with it. And I said, well, you know, I've been kind of looking for a station wagon, and I put an ad on Facebook Marketplace, and he saw it, and he called me up and wanted to know if I wanted to trade my old van, which was a 69 Dodge A100 flat nose van.
Okay.
For a station wagon. I said, well, what kind of wagon is it?
Do you mind if I open the door while you?
Oh yeah, go ahead. He said, well, come on out and take a look at it. I said, okay, I'll be right there. So I went and looked at it, and I said, okay, well, she ain't perfect, but it's a nice car for as many miles as it's got. I mean, for as old as it is.
Is it old? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you got all kinds of power.
Oh yeah, it's got power, everything. But it's a 1981 top of the line Town and Country. It's got power steering, power brakes, power windows, just everything that was an option for that year. So that's about it. She's a nice little two-owner. I guess I'm the third owner.
Yeah.
Well, technically, maybe I'm the fourth owner since my nephew inherited it, but he never drove it really. He just kind of put it in storage.
Yeah. So can we see the engine?
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to see. I've been trying to do a little cleanup under there.
Yeah.
Because she didn't drive it a lot, but she also probably never opened the hood on it. You know.
Okay.
So there's nothing special about it, but.
Wow, they got it shoehorned in there though.
Yeah, I mean it's got the air pump. That's a big alternator on it. I had to just put a fuel pump on it.
Yeah.
I think that's lean burn. So I've been trying to clean it up a little bit underneath. It was all, you see how black it is up here?
Yeah.
That's what it was. Just, 40-something years of road dirt coming up there.
Yeah.
So,
and in '81, they were really starting to load up all the emissions and all the government bullcrap.
Yeah, it's pretty anemic, really. It doesn't have a lot of power. But I mean, if you step on it, it'll pass somebody on the highway. But
yeah,
that's all I need. I'm an old guy. I'm not going to be out there hot rodding it. So
Well, what a beautiful car, and something I can't think when the last time I saw one, and with the genuine imitation wood, it really sets it off.
Well, the funny thing is, while I was looking on Facebook Marketplace, a LeBaron two-door showed up, roughly the same year.
Okay.
And I went, oh yeah, LeBaron two-door. Those were cool cars. And then shortly thereafter, he calls me up, and I see this. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I think I can do that.
Well, any quirkiness behind the that you'd like to share with people before we wrap it up?
Well, no, not really. It's the Town and Country history of a station wagon goes back to they used to use cars that would go to the train station to pick people up, take them to the hotels.
Yeah.
Those were called station wagons, and they would just take an old car or a truck and put a bunch of seats in the back, Model Ts and stuff, so they're wide open.
Yeah.
But that evolved into what we knew as a station wagon before they killed it off shortly after. Ford and GM made some station wagons, bigger station wagons like this, after Chrysler got done with them.
Yeah.
Chrysler went with the little ones, and then they came out with the minivan, which was the Town and Country. I think that's even gone by the wayside.
I believe it has, yeah.
So
I know in the 40s, Chrysler had the Town and Country.
Yeah,
it was
right.
Gorgeous, and they had a lot of actual wood back then.
Yeah. And these are obviously, wood grain decals and plastic fiberglass moldings. So
yeah,
certainly nothing. And the moldings on this are a little bit warped.
Yeah.
But she rides good. The only modification I made was, for some reason, I had this hood ornament in my garage, and this car came out had the little ugly Pentastar.
Yes.
And so the first thing I said, okay, I'm replacing that Pentastar, and it just so happens that this is the same that they have.
I love the shadow of this too. I was shooting that earlier.
Yeah, isn't that cool? That's the same design that they've got right there.
Oh, wow.
So it's almost like it belongs on there. I said, okay, I can do that.
Yeah. Well, Paul, thank you so much for showing us your beautiful wagon and telling us the story behind it. I'm going to back up and get a full side shot. Thank you so very much, and enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
Thanks, you too.